Hello and welcome to my fourth video, and it is going to be all about social studies. All you need today is a pencil, a piece of paper, and if you'd like you can download the Venn diagram worksheet just below. So today we're going to look at goods and services from around the world, and you'll be able to identify goods and services and then categorize them into a Venn diagram. So we will talk about goods and services and what they are. They're things that we spend money on and that help our society. So there's a lot of different goods and services from around the world, especially if they're in a different climate. So if a person's living in a very different weather system than you, then they're going to need different things. Such as I live somewhere really cold, so I'll need different things than someone who lives really in a place that's really warm. Each country is very special and they have their own needs. First, I would like to talk about goods. What are they? Goods are things we buy to use. So this can be things like food, clothes, books, and computers. And now services. Services are jobs. These jobs are to help other people, such as doctors, nurses, grocery clerks, and cleaners. So first, I'm going to think about all the goods and services from my community. I live in Colorado Springs, in America, so to show goods and services, I'm going to use a Venn diagram. So this is our Venn diagram. Here I have a circle that says goods, and then here is a circle that says services. So I'll list goods and services in each of their own boxes. Here, the circles overlap, so there's some things that can be both. First, let's do goods. So, in goods is things that we buy that we can use. So stuff like food, so chicken, apples, bananas, and then there's also stuff like my computer, which I'm typing this on, pens to write, bikes so I can exercise, and clothes I can wear. There's tons of things that can go right in here. It's mainly things that you buy. Services are jobs that people do to help us. So stuff like clerks, they're really current right now in the grocery stores, right? They help us get our food and they restock the shelves. We have cleaners. They also keep us healthy at this time. Doctors and nurses. And then we also have other people that are not just in these stores and stuff, and they keep us safe. So like a park ranger, when I love to go hiking, go outside and go camping. Now there's something where we can go and buy goods, but we need somebody that provides a service for us too. So for example, a restaurant. A restaurant has tons of people who work there and they provide a service to us, but we get a good, which is food. And then another place would be a pharmacy. Um, and this is a place because of the fact that we need a pharmacist to help us get the medicine that we need. But we can also go there to buy other things and goods, and the medicine is a good as well. So these are our goods and services that I have in Colorado Springs and maybe in your community as well, because a lot of these are in a lot of different communities around the world. Now, these are things that I have around me in my community right now. But last year, I lived in South Korea. So I had a lot of goods and services that are the same, but they're really different. So in South Korea, as you can see in this map, it's surrounded by water and it was really humid. That means that there is a lot of water in the air. And sometimes you can feel it after it rains, especially here. So when it was really hot in South Korea, there's a lot of water. It's a really different climate. So there's a lot of different goods and services that they need. So I'm going to add to our Venn diagram, but using a different color. So we know that there's two different communities and the two different goods and services that are in both communities. So for goods, I had to buy a dehumidifier. This takes the water out of the apartment, or out of the air in my apartment, because if there's too much water, it can damage the apartment. Also Korea, they're really strict about indoor and outdoor shoes, so I had to buy different shoes for that. That's something different. And then also the food's different too, right? Because it's a different culture. Everyone enjoys different types of foods. So I had to buy Korean spices and learn how to cook with more Korean ways, right? Just because I'm in a different country. Now, with services, it's also different there as well. We have locks here with a key, but in Korea, everything's electronic. So we have special locksmiths. One day, my lock ran out of batteries, so I was locked out. So I had to call a locksmith to go in and help me put in more batteries so I can get into my apartment. So that's something different. That's a different service. And then I also have a subway system in Seoul. That's where I lived. There's a lot of different trains. So that is a service with all the train conductors and attendants so they can help me get around in South Korea. I didn't get lost. I also had a Korean language teacher. She helped me learn Korean so I could communicate with everyone there. A service that's really popular in Korea is food delivery drivers. So we have them here, just like Uber Eats and stuff like that. But over there, they have so many, and they can deliver to wherever you want. Even if you're playing baseball or middle of a park somewhere, they will come and find you and they'll get you some food, which is amazing. So just to recap, goods are things that we buy. Services are jobs people do to help us, and then there are some overlap where people provide a good or they help us get a good by providing a service. And things are different in each country because each country is different with their climate and also their needs and culture. Now, if you want an extra challenge, I want you to think about it right now. What are some goods and services that we would find in every single country? So it would be you'd have to have in every country for the country to be okay. Great. So you saw how I made a Venn diagram that listed all the goods and services. They are two different countries, but they have some of the same things, such as doctors and nurses. I also had a Korean language teacher, but we have teachers here too. They teach us things that we do not know. So what I would like for you to do together at home right now is just grab someone and discuss some goods and services that you have bought or used around your community. Pause the presentation for 5 minutes and talk through it, right? If you need more time, feel free to take it. Great. I hope you got some great answers here. Here's my list. I just added to it. Are any of them the same? It's okay if you have a couple different. Just make sure you really know what a goods and services is and why you put them in each area. So, did you think of any that overlapped? So I added two more here in my Venn diagram. I add things like the internet and electricity. It goes in the middle because they are goods that we get into our home. So we need a business that actually provides a service, especially for internet and electricity. All right, so remember when I used to live in South Korea and it was really different there? What I would like you to do is think of a place that's really different than where you live. So, for example, if you live by mountains, maybe you want to live near a beach or somewhere warmer. So, maybe I want to live in Mexico, or maybe near the ocean, like the United Kingdom. Try and find goods and services with these areas and go on Google with adult supervision to help create lists for these areas as well. Or you can just discuss what you think it would be like to live there. Remember, goods and services are different in different countries, but also the same because we all need to eat and be healthy as well, right? When you're done with these, please send me a video clip just telling me what you found and in the home and all around the world. If you like an extra challenge, think about a country that you want to travel to. Imagine what life would be like there. Would it be the same? Would you have to learn a different language? What about money? And discuss all about that as well. Good job with all those discussions. They showed me that you really understood what a good and service is. Now it's your turn to write a Venn diagram. You can, of course, go down and print it off, or you can draw your own Venn diagram. I want you to think about all the goods and services around your home and write them in the correct circle or in the overlap. Then take a different color, just like I did. I took green, right? And then write about all the things that you thought about for a different country that you Googled or you just thought of when you were having your discussions. When you're done, please send them to me so I can see how everyone's doing and I get to see where you'd like to travel in the world. If you'd like an extra challenge, I would like you to connect the goods and services with businesses in the middle. Right, so stuff like hospitals, grocery stores, and clothing stores, we go there for goods, but they also have people that work there that have services. I want you to connect them with just lines, right? I'm really excited to see how everyone's doing. Have a great day.